What is up, guys? It's me, Spectacular Pooh here, and you guys are probably wondering, how am I able to get this ticker up and running right now? How is it a possibility to do what I'm doing right now? Have this ticker up, have dates, have whatever it is up that there is to get this to work. Well, I'm about to show you, but before I do want to let you guys know on one thing. I am not responsible for this ticker. No, I'm not even close. I'm grateful that I have this ticker in my possession. And I'm grateful I still do have it because the creator of this ticker, he used to make YouTube videos of this device. And I'm grateful to have it in my possession. I'm grateful that I get to use it each and every chance I get whenever I want to start a league such as the one I'm about to start now, the International Football League. I'm about to relaunch it very, very soon. So to have this in my possession is just phenomenal. So I'm going to show you guys how to do this. And this is not just for my league because I'm not stingy, I'm not selfish. I want to share this with everyone. That means any wrestling league, any esports league, any football league, or any simulation football league, like the SFL for an example. If you guys know them, they're from APF 2K8 or from there's plenty of leagues that can use something like this. Any custom league you guys got in mind. So yeah, I'm gonna get right to it. I'm gonna show you guys how I do it. So first and foremost, let's come here, right? I'm gonna actually take this off and remove them from scratch, so then that way I can actually show you how I'm able to perform this, how I'm able to pull all this stuff off. First and foremost, you open it up, you got the ticker control. By the way, let me also explain, this will be in the description down below. I believe there's still a link where you can find it, like on Mediafire somewhere, so you should be able to get it. I should be able to pull it up for you and you should be able to download it with no problem. So first let's go to File, Create XML Files, and let's go to Team List. What you do here, for you since you just started, you go to Create New Team File, and you put down your team names. Well, yeah, you go to Create New Team File, you put down your team names, you go to Rank. Actually, no, it's up to you to do rank, but for me, I'm not going to do rank. I'm going to just do display the name, the team name, and then you do the logo address. The logo address I will help you with later. So, for me, what you do here, what you actually do just in case, you want to separate these two because these two are going to be very useful. You go to Teams, you create a file called Teams, and then you put down whatever name you want to put down. And as you can see, these are the teams that I've made for the IFL, and these are the teams that will be highlighted on the ticker each and every time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 teams. And their logos and everything showing, and pretty cool, right? So I'm going to show you, I'm going to ask, you're probably asking, how do you get the logo address to pop up? How do you get this to work? Well, here's the deal. You're going to need to go to a specific site that you can actually right click and go to open link to new tab from. Now there's only two websites I personally know that can do this, or two apps in particular. DeviantArt, as you can blatantly see, can do this because if right now if I can, well, hold on, I might as well do it right now just to show you. I'm gonna just take one of the random logos. I'm gonna take this one, open image to new tab. I'm going to copy it. I'm going to just use this for an example. Don't worry, I'm going to put the Sharks right back where it is. And you paste it, and then as you can see, it worked. So, not every site is capable of doing this. Oh, and by the way, if you want to save it, be sure to click the save button. For me, I'm not going to click the save button because that way I'll be able to have the Sharks logo pop up again. This actually belongs to the comments, which is the logo from here that I actually just pasted. So you need to find a site that you know can afford for you to do this. Now, I tried Twitter. Twitter did not work with this. So do not attempt to use Twitter because it did not work. Discord actually did work. So whenever you guys have time, you can create a new channel on Discord and you can do that from there. But these are the two that I know, DeviantArt and Discord. And there you go. You can get your logo, display name, team name, and you're done. That's one thing out the way. Next, you go back to create XML files, and you go to league and matchups. Now, as you guys can see here, I have a couple teams up here, but that's because I'm just using it just to test it out. Now, for me, what I'm going to do, first what you need to do is you need to go to create new master file. You go to create new master file, and then now you see why I say you need to go ahead and make it so that you need to have 2 separate folders. That way this won't become an issue later down the line. And of course you see IFL, NCAA, leagues, and headlines. Okay, that's because I created it for that. So for you do those 2 steps and you're fine. You're already on your way there. Now that you created that, you have that out the way, what you do is you go to using team list A file. It'll say create a team list. But as you can see, it'll take the teams list that you did and it'll make it work. So for me, I'm going to go back. IFL NCAA teams, we got this one. IFL NCAA teams, we got that one. I'm going to actually delete these just to show you guys that this does work. Be sure every time that pops up, you just update it, and then it's all over and done with. Don't worry about it too much. Alright, so what you do from here is you click go, and then you make any game you want to make from here. Like, got that one. Oh, and by the way, when you press go, it'll make a new one each and every time. So I'm just going to have these teams show up. I think I got the Generals, right? Yeah, I got the Generals. I got the Bulldogs up. Okay. I have the Sharks. The Cardinals. Oops. That's in the Tiburon Dolphins. Okay. So these are all 4 teams. These are all 8 teams right here. Now for this particular one, you go to delete. And you should quick update. Okay, no, update list. Okay, there you go. You don't go to quick update, you go to update list. And then there you go. These are all the teams that show up. Also, make sure you go ahead and do this. Be sure you go to add new league. I'm going to actually do this just to show you. Go to add new league. Put down. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah. Go to add new league, and then you go to sub league. Your sub league is basically your weeks. And then your main league keeps track of all the teams. Right? That's essentially what that is. You go to edit. And you edit the league name. Edit the league display name, and then you go to sub league name, and then you edit the sub league display name, and there you go. You have it just the way that you want it. That's just to show you how it's all done. I'm gonna delete them now because I don't need them. And there you go. You have what you have here. So, what you can do here is I'm gonna have it so that say that the game is finished, right? One game just finished. Let's say the Comets and the Brooklyn Bruisers finished. Let's say it finished with a score of 24. You can actually type it down from here, but I'm just using the arrows because why not? I'm kind of lazy. 21. You can actually put down details of what happened in the game. I'm going to say... there you go. That's the final. And of course, for what it should, if it does activate the way that it should, you should see that the Bruisers should highlight in yellow because they're the team that had the most points, obviously, right? So let's exit out of that, and as you can see, name's updated for it. I'm going to actually close this out. I've realized that's way, way, way too big. You can actually move this however you want to see fit. Let's pull that back up. Yeah, we're going to pull this stuff back up. Don't worry. Okay, so now that this is done, this is over and done with. You're probably thinking, okay, how about headlines? Can you create headlines in here? Yes, you can. You can create headlines in here, and this is why you have the folder the way that you do, so that way you can make all the headlines you want to make. So right here, you go to new headline, and you can see ID article, new article 100. I'm going to have it as breaking news, and I'm going to say it as Sharks, as in the LA Sharks, sign big time free agent player. And I'm going to have it as, oops, wrong one. I'm going to say Sharks sign defensive tackle Greg Wentz to a $80 million deal worth 4 years. And then of course, just in case you go ahead and copy this down, it'll say that on the ticker text, but just in case you go ahead and copy that down, and then there you go. I don't think it'll show up on the date. You just worry about the ticker text. You worry about the title. And of course, when you press save, you hear a beep. You know, pretty much with almost everything you press save, you hear a beep. Now that's done. What you do is you load it up. Not from here, but sorry about that. You load it up from headlines, breaking news, and weeks. That's what you load it up for. And there you go. Now we're gonna put down the game that we won, the game that the Brooklyn Bruisers won, the game that the Houston Big put down the game with the Houston Big Red and the Los Angeles Sharks. You put down the headlines from here. Be sure you click on these tabs, and then you know you got them. You can also edit them from here should you feel the need to, and you can make several headlines as much as you want. But yeah, you just make several ones as much as you want. So just in case if you don't want to actually create another headline or do this or do that, you can just do that from right there and you're fine. But here's the deal, it'll all be for that 1 week. So for the second week, you won't see them up here. So make sure you got as many headlines as you can get, such as trades, free agent acquisitions, whatever. And of course, we got the rankings here. And as you can see, this is how it all looks from the rankings. I'm going to just add them here. Ticker on. Full ticker. And there you go. As you can see, it will say Nick Jackson kicks game-winning field goal. One thing you can do if you want, you can actually have it so that it'll be down in the full ticker, so that trying to have it in my head. You could you saw it in the notes section when the Brooklyn Bruisers won, and it said Jackson won the game-winning field goal. You can have it at the bottom and also say the team's record, so then that way they won't have to wait till the league leaders won. You can just have it there below, but that's entirely up to you. For me, because I'm dedicated, I'm probably going to do that anyway. In fact, you can do that from right here and say they won a game-winning field goal. Comets 0-1. Comets 0-1. Bruisers 1-0. And you can just do it like that. Now, the way how I'll do it is I'll probably have it so that there'll be a little space placement. Like I'll copy and paste it each and every time. And there you go. That's one less problem for me to worry about. Here you go. Let me actually turn this off. Okay. There you go. Kicks game winning field goal. Now, is it going to scroll? Yes, it is. It will scroll. Comets on 1. Okay, yeah. It'll scroll, but as you can see, it'll take a bit. So, it's up to you with how you guys see. You can have the ticker delay be as many times as you want. The highest you can go up to is 15 seconds of a delay. But it will not do anything else like for the breaking news or for the headlines. And there you go. I hope I helped you guys out. I hope I've done my part. I'm gonna wait for that to go by. And there you go. Oh, I forgot to press final. My bad. I want that to show one more time. There you go. Oh, 1 and 0, 0 and 2, 0 and 1, then it'll show up like that. It does that every time. Let me see if I can actually do something with this. Let me see if I can actually. No, I can't. I was wondering what I can do if I could just yeah, that's what I was wondering if I can do. But yeah, that's just about it. You guys got it the way that you guys can do it. Thank you so much for the person that created this ticker. He is absolutely phenomenal. It's a shame that I won't be able to talk with him or tell him how grateful I am for something like this to still be around. This saves so much trouble for someone like me. The only thing that I have to worry about is just worry about the headlines and rankings. And for me personally, that's not a problem. I don't mind having to do this every single time. So yeah, till then, you guys have yourselves a good night. Every second, every minute, every hour you guys spend with me is every second, every minute, every hour I'm grateful for. Let me also show this from the mini ticker point of view so you guys can see that here. This will not show up on the mini ticker view. This will show up through the full ticker. So in case if you guys can't fit the full one, you can fit this one right here. Of course, it's going to show this one more time. And that's it. I'll see y'all later.